Hi guys, so it is the end of March and that means so many different things for my channel, but one of them is definitely March Project Pan Finale. I ended up not doing a middle point just because of when I had filmed the introduction. I wanted to kind of get back on track because I ended up not filming it until like a week into the month, and so I wanted to kind of like get back on track just because with February being a shorter month and the way I schedule my videos. So anyways, that's why I ended up not doing a midpoint, because it was just going to be like 4 or 5 days difference, and these products are hard products. So anyways, I do have some exciting news about these products, and some that will be rolling over and some that will be like, let's put you back for a little bit. So we'll just get started with the first one, which is an eyeliner, and this is the Milani Color Brilliance eyeliner in green, and it is a gorgeous color, and it's actually really soft and works really well. So there's that. I used it at the top and the bottom, and it was when I'm still doing my Pan That palette, but March was the green month, so I had green eyeshadow and this going on, and it worked out really well. That's why this is not moving over till April, because I feel like green and blue would look really weird. But this is where we were at on March 7th, and this is where we're at today, which is April 2nd. So, there we are. So we are right there, which is super exciting. I'm really happy I made some progress. This was one of the products I got in my February, like 50 makeup products for $10, you know, splurge. So I was really happy to make some progress. I wasn't sure if I was going to enjoy this. I did get a purple one, but I think May is going to be my purple eyeshadow, so I think I might throw that in because this worked out really well. But this will go back in my collection, and I'm going to add a different eyeliner for each month. I think I'm just going to add some eyeliners each month just to like see some progress, because I would not have been able to tell you if this had any progress if I was just sitting here like this. So it really made me motivated that I had that much progress in about a month's time. So anyways, the next product is the Maybelline Color Tattoo, and this is probably the one that you can see the least progress, I would assume, and this is in Toughest Taupe. So this is how much I have left. This will be rolling over to April. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it in April, but I like the, I have it underneath my eyeshadows today, and they kind of mute out the bright blues because the column I'm working on in my Pan That palette is the blue column, and there's 2 different blue ones, but the one that's like super bright, and this is still bright, but without this like darker base, it'd be super bright. So, I really like this because then I can put a little bit more blue on it, and this works out well. So this is definitely going to be rolling over till April. I'm hoping to get it finished then, but it is really packed in there and so pigmented you don't need a lot. So there's that one. The next 2 are ones that I'm going to be considering done, I guess. They are done. They were the 2 Mark Wins blushes that I put in. There was a bright pink one and a coral one. And these are just, let's see if I can even get any color. Un momento. 100 swatches later, we have some color. So this was the coral and this was the pink. These are just hard panned in there. They're really tiny, as you can see too. And then my brush was just having issues, like it was really streaky when I put it on. So we're just calling these 2 done. They were done. They were in an eyeshadow palette originally, and the palette was from my mom years and years and years ago. So I'm not too heartbroken that these, like, I can't get them all out, but they will be in my March empties. So that's exciting. So those were the colors. I mixed them and made the color each day. The next thing is something I was so hoping to be done. Oh my goodness. This is the Bio Brightening Stick by Well People in Moonstone. This is all I have left. So I don't think this is going to be technically rolled over, but I'm going to be using this up first, and then I have another highlighter that I'm going to be bringing in. But oh my goodness, like, This is just a few uses because I do use it really lightly on the high points of my face before I put on a powder highlight, and then I use this for sure at my brow bone, just kind of, and it cleans up all the weird colors that I'm putting on my eyes currently. So I've been really enjoying having a highlight there. So anyways, that's all I have left. I had to use a Q-tip because there's a like dip in there, so I used a Q-tip and put it all in that corner. But anyways, there's that. The next one is one I forgot to mark at the beginning, and I forgot to mark now. But it was at the very top at the beginning. This is the Liplicious If the Tiara Fits lip gloss. Didn't finish it. Definitely rolling over. But it was all the way at the top when I started. And now I believe it's about above the words. So I made some decent progress. You can see I thought I'd make a little bit more progress, but over spring break I ended up doing a few more things out of the house because I was just going to leave this in the basement, which I've been doing. So I think I'm going to add like this lip gloss and another lip gloss for April, just so I can work on both. So anyways, I really want to get this done. This is just old, and you know, the packaging's not that attractive, so anyways, the last thing is something that I worked so hard on. One of the colors show it, one of it doesn't. This is the CoverGirl Blast Lipstick in Pucker. And if you watched my last makeup inventory / collection, it was lipsticks. This was in it. I talked about this. So this was my progress for the light one. Not very much. Just a tad, but I just put on a little bit in the middle of my lips, and then the darker one had a lot more progress. So it might even be, there it goes. That one had a lot more progress, as you can see. I'll just show you these marks. So there's March 7th, April 2nd, March 7th, April 2nd. So the lighter one didn't move as much, but I'm still happy with the progress. This won't be moving to April only because it's so bright that I want like something real easy for work that I really can get through quicker. And this one I think will come back in June is what I'm thinking, because this is definitely, I don't like the double-ended thing. So that's why I wanted it out. Like, the product's okay. It doesn't last forever, but lipstick doesn't, so not too worried about it. I always put on the OCC Lip Tar in Strumpet that I got in my February Birchbox. I always put it underneath it. That's what I have on today. And then I have another lipstick on top. That always worked out really well, keeping this lipstick, and like, so sometimes I couldn't tell if the lipstick was worn off or like not, because that Strumpet really matched that bright one, and so that's why I was able to use that bright one a decent amount. So those were the products in my March project pan, my finale. I did make a decent amount of progress. I wanted to make a little bit more, but I've been working through some other products. I'm really excited to show you the ones in my April one, because some old products are coming back in, so we're just doing some different things. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Bye!